It's been a few weeks since I've opened PR packages and they're starting to get piled up. So let's take some time, go through everything, discuss what products I'm excited to try, and maybe give you some skincare and wellness advice. If you're new here, my name is Essence. I'm a licensed esthetician, entrepreneur, and self-care content creator. Because of all of these roles, I receive a lot of PR packages from professional brands and consumer brands. Today, I think we mostly have retail self-care. I like to give a little bit of education when it comes to opening the packages. Let's get started. I'm gonna begin with the product that I'm most excited to open. It's from a brand that I've heard great things about over the years, and it's pretty expensive, so I haven't pulled the trigger. And I was so excited to hear from this brand that they wanted to send me some stuff. This brand is called Sweet Chemistry, and they have sent me two products. One, I believe, is a serum and one is a moisturizer. It's actually a skincare and beauty company that has partnered with a biomedical technology company. So they brought this unique formulation that's going to help focus on tissue regeneration and deeply repairing the skin. And they've sent over their elasticity reinforcing Hydra Cream, which is the moisturizer. So we got some ceramides, it's fragrance free, peptides, antioxidants. What more could you want? And then for the serum, this one has some niacinamide, seaweed, amino acids, ceramides. It's also fragrance free. So for me, I really do prefer fragrance free skincare because it helps to reduce the chances of any irritation happening. I also appreciate how much detail and information they put on the packaging. Thank you so much, Sweet Chemistry. I feel like I'll incorporate these probably next month. I like to try new things on their own so I can really see if it's making a difference in my skin or not. Right now, I'm trying, I can't even talk about it, but right now I'm trying something else and I should be done this month. And then I'll move on to Sweet Chemistry. I want to open something fun next. So we are going to go with Tocca. I've had them send me PR before, and I always love the beautiful packaging and the special attention to detail. See, they gave me this beautiful little note and it says, "Thank you, follow your heart, be your own muse, love yourself." This is a hair and body mist, Jasmine Palazzo, and the notes are cool cucumber, jasmine, and rose, anchored by a velvet musk for a lush aura. I want a lush aura. And then Sea Salt Riviera. The notes are sparkling Italian mandarin and fresh ginger, lifted by sea salt with a warm base of solar woods that lingers long after the sunset. This is all very romantic and I'm into it. The packaging is not too heavy. When you look at these bottles, I was expecting them to be glass when I picked them up, but they are actually a nice colored plastic. I might keep one in my guest bathroom just so that they can have a nice sensory moment. Thank you so much, Tocca. I appreciate this. In the past, I've gotten candles from them. Their candles are amazing. They last really long and they're fragrant without being overpowering. And of course, everything I talk about, everything I open, I'll be tagging it in the caption of this video in case you want to check out prices, ingredients, or anything else to see if they might be a good fit for you or to gift to someone. Let's keep on fragrance for a little bit. Right now, I'm opening another brand that I've been wanting to try for a long time. Well, not a long time because they haven't been out that long, but I've gotten so much more into fragrance in the last 3 years, just getting to know my husband, who's really a fragrance enthusiast. And he's encouraged me to step outside my comfort zone when it comes to different notes. I'm very vanilla, no pun intended, where if it has vanilla in it, give it to me, send it to me. And I've been trying to branch out of that lately, trying things like neroli. What's the other one called? Ambroxan. I like that a lot, but I feel like that's just a cousin to vanilla. This one is from a brand called Orabella. The fragrance that I did go with is called Blooming Fire. First of all, I wanted to try this because it's a bi-phase formula, which means it's like an oil-based fragrance, which is a lot better for our skin and for your health overall. This is an oil-based fragrance, and usually I find that oil fragrances last longer on my skin. The Blooming Fire fragrance has manoi, patchouli, and bergamot. These are a little more musky than I usually go. I'll probably pull this out in like the autumn season when I want to be a little bit heavier and more like projecting with my fragrance. But because I'm nosy, I also got a discovery kit, and it has 5 different scents that I can try out. If I happen to love the vanilla scent, I gotta get it. I just have to. If you're a vanilla fragrance lover, let me know in the comments which vanilla is like your go-to. We have an envelope, so let's open it. So they look like pimple patches. They are calling them invisible spot covers. Okay, you get 2 different sizes. I like that. These are some hydrocolloid patches from Rael. I usually recommend these for my clients who have issues with like picking at the skin. If they like to pick at their breakouts and cause more scarring, I tell them use these, and it physically creates a barrier where you can't like pick throughout your day, especially for my clients who like to pick like while they're at work or just hanging out in bed. It's one of those idle hands kind of things. And once you go to reach and you feel like, oh yeah, there's a barrier there, usually it stops. And they help your breakouts heal faster. I'm purely picking this box because it's a really beautiful like forest green shade. Ooh. This one's from The Dew. Welcome to the Strong Skin Club. Hydro-retinol firming serum. Okay, hydrating retinol formula. This is a 0.05, which I'm really excited about because that brand that will not be named has now basically nixed themselves from my product recommendations. And I have to find replacements for everything that I've recommended my clients, recommended my followers as far as products. And I've been needing a good replacement for retinol. Has snow mushroom. That's a beautiful hydrator. Oh, licorice root. This is gonna be nice. Based on the ingredient list, this retinol is gonna help with hydrating, strengthening, and like a little bit of anti-aging. So if you're someone who's worried about like hormonal acne or like just bumpy texture in the skin, this should help smooth it out. It would also help with like light post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation because the percentage is not really high enough to make a huge change in your skin, but it's going to be like a slow and steady wins the race kind of maintaining healthy skin thing. And because of the low percentage, you probably wouldn't experience any like of the retinol scaries, which is like a purging period that you can have when you incorporate a retinol in your routine. But I'm really excited about this. And I'll go with this one. I keep opening everything upside down and it's stressing me out because I don't want nothing to break. This one's from KORRES. I honestly have never used anything from their brand, but I always admire their packaging. I feel like it's very informative, luxe, and like gender neutral. So it's one of those things that feels like, all right, anybody could use this. We have the Under the Greek Sun Essentials. This skincare kit has their mineral milk fluid sunscreen and their Greek yogurt probiotic foaming cream cleanser. I'm always open to trying a new sunscreen. When it's mineral, I try not to get my hopes high because it usually makes me look purple like an alien. Let's give it a little test patch on the back of my hand and see. So these are travel size. I do actually have to travel in a couple weeks, so if it's nice, maybe I'll bring it. Oh, it's completely gone. This is nice. This is very nice. Oh yeah, it completely disappears into the skin. This is going in my toiletry bag immediately. And this will probably go on my product recommendations list immediately because that is good. It's literally zinc oxide. How did they get it to melt like that? Like I didn't even have to rub it in for more than 3 seconds. Thank you, KORRES. Next is a package from one of my faves, Alpen. I really enjoy this brand because they are located, I think, in Wyoming. They're basically growing the herbs and plants that they use and then taking it to create the products. And in anything they don't use, they practice something called circular harvesting. For example, if they pick some berries to make a cream, they would then use the berries. Any leftovers would be turned into compost and used in that area where they picked from originally. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And they have a bunch of ingredients that they don't allow in their products. So their products are considered natural, but they're also combining clinical ingredients to give you real results for things like anti-aging, dryness, and texture. This is one of those lines where people are like, oh, the price point is a little high, but it's also one of those things where you're getting what you pay for. If you're somebody who's like worried about the environment, very eco-conscious, this is probably my favorite product from them. It's the Barrier Repair Cream. So it has peptides and ghosteberry. This is really good if you have dry skin, eczema prone skin, or if you have any kind of like psoriasis concerns, and if you're trying to prevent aging. So I use this on my face and neck like any other moisturizer to help strengthen my barrier, especially when we're in that weird transition time of like fall to winter where your skin is a little bit crusty and you don't know what's going on. This is usually the remedy for that. Thank you, Alpen. I think we have some hair care in here, so let's switch it up. This product comes from ACT+ACRE. They market themselves as skincare for your scalp. And I've never actually tried any of their products, but I have in braids, so this is the perfect time to. This is the cold pressed stem cell scalp serum, and this one is the daily hydro scalp serum. What is the difference? This one has Swiss apple stem cell blend. Okay, that sounds nice and fancy. Also a bamboo and pea sprout blend. And this one is highlighting their hyaluronic acid and glycerin. So this sounds like what I need right now. I'm definitely gonna incorporate this to keep my scalp nice and healthy and hydrated. Let's see what this is. This package is from a brand called No Makeup Makeup. I'm actually wearing their foundation and blush today. This was like my 4th time wearing the blush. I'm loving it. And this is my 1st time wearing the foundation. Also loving it. They said beauty isn't about layers of makeup, but about the confidence that comes from within. I like that. All right, so the products come with their own brushes and I really love it. I feel like they go together so well, duh. Maybe I should just replace all of my brushes with their brushes because I felt like they were very dense, picked up a good amount of product and didn't leave a bunch of product on the brush. Like I felt it going onto my skin. And they weren't like pokey. I guess for me, it's a sensory thing where I don't like a pokey brush. They've sent over another blush and this is in the shade Peach. I'm not sure what the shade that I'm currently wearing is called, but of course I will link it in the caption. Ooh, this is their no fragrance fragrance. So the notes are supposed to mimic your skin. They're calling it a delicate yet unforgettable scent that adapts to your unique body chemistry. An invisible shadow that blooms softly on contact, unfolding throughout the day. The base notes are sandalwood, coconut, soft musk. That's right up my alley. Because I think I have a good amount of fragrances right now on the table, I'm gonna keep this in the plastic for now and probably do a scent test in a couple days. Thank you so much to No Makeup Makeup. Every month I re-up on my Happy Aging supplements. This one is heavier than usual, so there's gonna be a nice surprise in here, I'm sure. They said your longevity box has arrived. Let's see, this is heavy. So this is the postbiotic detox formula for liver health. Let's see what's in it. So we have turmeric root, dandelion, artichoke, milk thistle, and ginger. There are 10 shots in this box, and according to the suggested use, you're only supposed to take 1 shot a week. So I'll have a lot of time to see how this really works. And my liver, honestly, I'm not like a huge drinker, so my liver is not something that I've ever really worried about. But as I get older, I feel like my body is completely changing. Being a woman is interesting. Every few years, I feel like my hormones do a backflip and kick me in my ass. So every chance I get to incorporate like a new supplement, a new vitamin, something that's gonna help me age more gracefully, internally and externally, I take that chance. So thank you, Happy Aging, for sending me another lovely package. And as usual, I have gotten another pack of my NAD supplements. So I take 3 of these every morning, and it's gonna help heal your body and repair any damage at the cellular level. So of course, doing that is gonna benefit your skin. It's gonna benefit your body's overall aging process. And I think that for me personally, it improves my mood. I also am somebody who suffers with ulcers and like hormonal imbalance issues. I have a rare medical condition called progesterone hypersensitivity. So I can have a lot of interesting symptoms throughout the month. And I feel like taking my NAD every morning helps to kind of stabilize that. Me and NAD go together. We're never breaking up. All right, next up is Youth to the People. I get a good amount of packages from them, and there has never been a Youth to the People package that I've gotten or a product from them that I've tried and been like, ugh. So this is a new one, and I'm sure I'm gonna love it too. This is a Superfood Retinol Plant Protein Balm. Earlier, we got a new retinol serum and now a retinol balm, which is something I've never heard of at all. I've never known a retinol balm to exist on the market. And it's in a metal tube, so it has to be truly a balm. Gentle enough for nightly use, packed with deeply hydrating actives for an effortless final nightly step. This is an overnight face and neck treatment. I usually recommend using retinols in the evening anyway, so that's not new. But just the concept of the texture is very interesting to me, and I really want to open this. But like I said, I'm currently trying some other things. And as you know, or as you may know, when you have a product, there's this symbol on the back that tells you what the lifespan of that product is once you open it. So when you expose your product to oxygen, it's just like food. That's when the decomposition process starts. So basically, if you want things to last longer, use what you have, go through the whole package, the whole bottle, the whole jar, whatever it may be, and then start the new thing. Don't open up a bunch of things at once. But yes, I'm so excited about this. And the other serum, and the retinol serum that I opened was a 0.05. This one is a 0.1. So this would be stronger than the serum. However, because of the way you're using it as like a final layer, and if it's truly like a thick balm, you might not experience like that purge or that spice. And it also consists of collagen peptides. Thank you, Youth to the People. Also, a fun fact about Youth to the People is that it was founded by an esthetician. I think now it's currently owned by her grandkids. They have basically revamped the brand and made it this fun, inclusive, gender neutral situation that so many people love. And I appreciate the longevity, number one, and the way they've stayed true to like their ingredient mission, because they use a lot of beautiful ingredients. Next up is Jones. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The only reason I accepted this package is because it came with this cute little case, because I literally have no use for this package. Why is that? Because I don't smoke. This is a brand called Jones, and they offer nicotine lozenges to help you quit smoking. I don't smoke. I've never smoked, and I would never smoke. But look at this little cute case. I like xylitol gum and mints, so I'll probably use this for both. Keep that in my purse. Very excited. All right, we have another one from KORRES. I think this is a fragrance. This is the resveratrol serum, which I really love resveratrol as an ingredient. It's great for protecting the skin, anti-aging, and it actually comes from the skin of grapes. When I was in aesthetic school, my instructor would have this joke about how like her having a glass of wine a day was actually to keep her young because of the resveratrol. The formula itself looks very watery, which I'm liking. Fun fact, the thinner the texture of a serum, naturally, the more it's going to be able to penetrate the skin at a deeper level. So already seeing the texture of this serum, it's basically water. It's going to go deeply into the skin. So you should see some nice results from this. And it's called a skin drink, so that makes sense because your skin is going to drink it right up. I think this would be a very beautiful pairing with that sunscreen they sent me that I tried earlier. My gears are turning. I'm building routines in my head. The way that being an esthetician works is like you're constantly building routines or looking at people's skin and being like, I would do dermaplaning, microneedling, like coming up with what you would do on people. And the worst part about it is that it's rude to walk up to somebody and be like, oh, your skin looks crazy. Let me help you with that. Some people might receive that well, but most people won't. And the next package is from a brand called CALIRAY. Okay, we have some makeup, I think. Come Hell or High Water, Volumizing and Lengthening Tubing Mascara. I like that name. That's fun. As a member of the Itty Bitty Lash Committee, I like tubing mascara a lot. My first experience trying one was the line that Serena Williams had. I think they went out of business now, but I was really sad about that because I was like, wow, I found a mascara that actually makes me look like I have lashes and y'all take it away from me like this. So since then, I've had a few other brands send me tubing mascaras and it's my thing. I think it's my thing. Other than that, we have the Brightening Under Eye Color Corrector as well as the Light Source, a Blurring Skin Milk Illuminator. And I love to be shiny. I'm not a matte person. I'm not somebody who wants like a soft kind of look. I like soft makeup, but I want the sun to hit me and people to feel like they're being blinded. Thank you, CALIRAY. This will be my first time trying this brand. I don't want to say I'm excited. I feel like every time I make a video, we need to do like a drinking game. Every time I use the word excited, you take a shot. I'm always excited about something. And our last, oh no, it's not our last, but almost our last product is from Uni. As you may know, I'm an ambassador for the Uni brand. I really love their body care products. It's a body care line that was created to be eco-friendly and help people with dry skin concerns. They started out focusing on surfers, so they have a very like beachy feel and like watery vibe. I love the fragrances because I feel like they're very light and unoffensive. But if you've ever been to SoulCycle, I believe that they do have Uni products, especially the body serum, in their bathrooms. Love it. The body oil is my personal favorite from all the products that they have, and they recently released a new fragrance of the body oil. It's my favorite body oil I've ever used, period. It feels very rich and thick, but it's not like greasy. It's something that if you come out of the shower, you want to put the body serum on and then you want to follow up with the oil, it's the perfect balance. But if you came out of the shower and say you were having a lazy day and you just wanted to have your damp skin and put the oil on, so good. It's good either way, and you basically just enhance it if you're adding other products with it. My only critique of it is that it's 3.4 fluid ounces, which does make it travel size, but I feel like I need a gallon. I need a gallon with a pump that I could just like slather my whole body in. The base of it is sunflower seed oil, but I think why I love it so much because it has watermelon seed oil, and I've never used that in like a skincare product. Like I said, I love all the products from Uni, but I highly recommend if you want to experience the line, you go with one of their discovery kits. I believe that right now they have the orange one and the blue one. So the blue one is the new rain scent, which I feel is very like masculine. It smells like a beach boy. And then the orange one is very like a siren, like a beach siren. They also sell at Ulta if you wanted to just pop in and smell them. Highly recommend. Because I am a brand ambassador, I have a discount code with them that I'll also drop into the caption. And our last package is from a brand I don't even feel comfortable sharing, so we're gonna head out. I thank you so much for watching and spending time with me. If you have any questions about the brands or products that I unboxed today, go ahead and drop them in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you next time.